Okay, here's some things I wish I knew before going into middle school. Bear with me, middle school was so long ago for me, but I figured there's someone out there who needs to hear this. Hi, my name is Chloe and I am in fact your new best friend. Effective immediately. And I'm literally just trying to help. Okay, first of all, middle school is hard. You have a bunch of like prepubescent teenagers running around this huge middle school building. They're all worried about literally the same exact things that you are. Now, because they're worried about the same things that you're worried about, I would not be too hard on yourself. Also, there's gonna be a lot of drama that you'll think is like the most important thing ever, when in reality, it's like this big. Like, there are much bigger problems in the world than not being able to slow dance with Jake at the spring fling dance. Also, this is a really big one. People gossip a lot in middle school, but if any of that gossip happens to be about you, don't take it too personally. Usually people who bully or make fun of you like that are a lot more insecure with themselves than they are with you. And lastly, life is too short. Wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. Dye your hair with Kool-Aid if you want. Do what makes you happy.
Alright, man, new series. Things you should do in middle school. Also, damn, I got a big ass pimple on the side of my face. I need to get that removed. Number 1, do whatever the hell you want. Now, I do not mean this literally. Do not try to shoot up the school. Emo kids, I'm talking to you. What I'm basically saying is be on crackhead energy as much as you want. Because like when you get to high school, you gotta be a little bit more mature, you know what I mean? Number 2, go outside. Like, go throw a football. Go play a game of tag. Stop sitting in the house playing Fortnite and Minecraft and fucking Roadblocks. Go be a kid, run around, do some shit, I don't know, play Ding Dong Ditch. Number 3, choose the best electives. I'm trying to tell you, the best electives are where you make your best friendships and you find out more about yourself too. Number 4, get into a fight. Get in all the fights you can now so you don't do it in high school. There are much more consequences for it in high school. And finally, number 5, this is the last one. It is okay to be cringe. Everybody's cringe in middle school. You're gonna look back on it and you're gonna have a laugh. Love y'all. Alright, man, new series. Things you don't have to do or bring to middle school. Number 1, do not bring your Nintendo Switch to school. Now, I know it's tempting. Trust me, I know. Back in the day, I used to bring my Beyblade to school. Bro, either I'm gonna steal your shit, or one of your ugly-ass, prepubescent-ass friends is gonna steal it. Number 2, you do not need to get straight A's in middle school. Now, if you get straight A's in middle school, there's either one or two things. 1, you're either lucky as hell, or number 2, you're probably putting so much stress in your brain that you're gonna have a mental breakdown. Number 3, you do not need to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a relationship, period, in middle school. First of all, you're not even done going through puberty. What makes you think you can handle a whole nother person's emotions? Number 3, you do not need to bring a roller backpack with you. For those who don't know, it's basically one of these with the big ass metal handle up top and the wheels on the bottom. If I catch you with this, I'm gonna push you down the stairs. Number 5, you do not need to be doing any types of drugs. I swear, if I catch any of y'all snot-nosed brats doing drugs, I'm gonna come to your school and stick a broomstick up your ass. Part 2.
Here are some tips on middle school. Middle school can be really scary. For a lot of people, it's your first time switching classes, you're going through puberty, there's friend drama. So here are some tips that helped me. If you're worried about getting overwhelmed with everything that you have to do, buy a planner and write down all your activities and assignments that you have to do. And every time you finish something, cross it off. It really helps you to stay organized and stay motivated. If you're worried about getting lost going from class to class, go to school the day before and practice walking to your classes just so you know where they are. But don't worry, you get used to it super fast. During middle school, I was really insecure. I was always worried if I looked stupid or if I was embarrassing myself. But the thing is, everyone else is thinking that same thing about themselves. So chances are no one is paying attention to what you're doing. So do what makes you happy, wear what makes you happy, and be who you want to be. Comment any other questions you have and I'll make a part 2.
Jeremiah, would you like to share with the class while you're talking to Brinley? No. If your schoolwork is not important enough, why don't you stand up and tell the class why you're talking to Brinley so much? No, you got stand up. Yeah, stand up. In fact, I want you to stand up, turn around, do a 360 with your hands up, and tell the class why you're talking to Brinley so much. Why are you covering yourself? Why are you covering yourself? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Hands up, hands up, hands down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Okay, today I wanted to give advice to incoming middle schoolers because I know a lot of my TikTok followers are in middle school or going into middle school. Okay, so the first piece of advice I would give is to develop good work/studying habits. Now, even though your grades in middle school don't count and don't go on your resume, this is where you learn how to study and how to get good grades. So learn now so when you're in high school, you don't struggle. Okay, the second thing I would say is to get enough sleep. And this sounds like a given, but in middle school, it's like one of your prime times to develop. And it's when you go through puberty, so getting enough sleep is so crucial. It's just important. Okay, and my third piece of advice would be to pursue your hobbies or things that interest you. I feel like middle school is when people usually find out the sport they want to play in high school and what they're good at and what they're bad at. It's just a really great experimental time. And then fourth and last, just don't forget to have fun. You're still
Things that girls think are awkward in middle school, but they aren't in high school, part 1. I probably won't do a part 2, but here we go. Talking about going to the bathroom. Like, you say going to the bathroom in middle school, but like in high school, you'll say, I gotta pee, or I gotta take a piss. Talking about periods, you are very open with your friends and stuff. In high school, about your period. In middle school, you're not really. You kind of are, but not really. Your friends come pick you up at random places. Like for part 2.
Surprise, shawty!
You're such a freak.
Yeah, 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 oh, yeah, 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 yeah. This is America! Don't get you slipping up! Cause of my... I got the strap! Yeah! Hey.
Alright, so since I did the truth about high school, I might as well do the truth about middle school. And no, I will not be doing the truth about elementary school. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Alright, so number one, if you are currently in middle school and you plan on going to college, colleges do not care about what you do in middle school. They don't care about your grades. They don't care about what extracurricular activities you did. Like, middle school does not matter to them. Like, unless you got caught doing drugs or brought a weapon to school, they don't care. Number two, yeah, you're all cringy. I don't care how cool you think you are. You're gonna look back in the next 2 years and be like, damn, I was cringy as fuck. And it's okay. That's how everybody is in middle school. Number three, just because you are in 8th grade does not mean you're grown. For all the 8th graders out there, please stop acting like y'all know everything. You've barely experienced puberty, so what makes you think you know shit about the real world? Number four, middle school relationships either never or rarely ever last. I'm trying to tell you, I've seen this shit happen so many times. When you get to high school, the boys look better, the girls look better, shit, even the teachers look better. Part 2? Alright, man, here's the truth about middle school part 2. Yeah, it's part 2. Alright, man, number 5, yeah, kids are assholes. Yeah, because, like, there's no better way to put it. People in middle school are assholes. Like I said, middle schoolers will say the most disrespectful shit ever, and then expect no retaliation in return. They'll say some shit like, oh yeah, I'm glad your mom's dead because I pissed in her mouth. What the fuck? Where did that come from? Number 6, middle school is not that hard to pass. Like, you can literally maintain a 2.0 GPA by doing only half the homework. And yeah, I get it, we in COVID, but like, still, like, y'all should all be passing at least with a 2.0. Number 7, middle school is like really your last chance to be like an actual kid. Cause when you get into high school, everybody's doing sports, everybody's getting a job, people are preparing for college, you know what I mean? It gets serious, you know what I mean? Number 8, doing drugs in middle school is weird. You're nasty. You're not cool. You may think it's cool, but you're just going on a very terrible path that's gonna lead to your inevitable downfall. Part 3. Alright, man, the truth about middle school part 3, and this is probably going to be the last part because there's not that much to talk about when it comes to middle school. Number 9, you can wear whatever you want, but realize if you get roasted based on what you wear, it is nobody's fault but your own. Number 10, there are some people who just don't get acne in middle school. It's either one or two things. Either one, they're going to get acne later in life, or number 2, they just don't get acne in general. Lucky them. Number 11, any field trips you take during middle school, make them count, because it could be your last. There are some high schools that do not do field trips. It is what it is. Number 12, when you're choosing what high school you want to go to, pick wisely. Because even though all your friends are going to one high school, the other high school might just be the better option for you. Just pick what's best for you, alright? Number 13, middle school is only as fun as you make it. Like, if you're gonna be dry, go ahead and be dry, but you ain't gonna have no good memories in middle school. Like, really just have fun while you can. Make good friendships, make good memories, and you'll have something nice to look back on once you're older. Alright, man, new series. Things you don't have to do or bring to middle school. Number 1, do not bring your Nintendo Switch to school. Now, I know it's tempting. Trust me, I know. Back in the day, I used to bring my Beyblade to school. Bro, either I'm gonna steal your shit, or one of your ugly-ass, prepubescent-ass friends is gonna steal it. Number 2, you do not need to get straight A's in middle school. Now, if you get straight A's in middle school, there's either one or two things. One, you're either lucky as hell, or number 2, you're probably putting so much stress in your brain that you're gonna have a mental breakdown. Number 3, you do not need to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a relationship, period, in middle school. First of all, you're not even done going through puberty. What makes you think you can handle a whole nother person's emotions? Number 3, you do not need to bring a roller backpack with you. For those who don't know, it's basically one of these with the big ass metal handle up top and the wheels on the bottom. If I catch you with this, I'm gonna push you down the stairs. Number 5, you do not need to be doing any types of drugs. I swear, if I catch any of y'all snot-nosed brats doing drugs, I'm gonna come to your school and stick a broomstick up your ass. Part 2? Alright man, final part of things never to do in middle school. Number 26, if your parents gave you a good amount of money, do not spend it on your friends. Like, do not be the guy at lunchtime or the girl at lunchtime that be buying everybody snacks and stuff like that. Cause I'm gonna be real with you, nobody's gonna pay you back your money. Number 27, when y'all are taking health class and you see a penis or a vagina on a projection board, do not be immature as hell. Like, bruh, everyone has either one or the other. Please do not act like you're a damn 8-year-old and you don't know what they're talking about. Number 28, do not think just because you're taking algebra or geometry in the 8th grade that you're better than everybody else. Like, please calm down. You're not proving anything to anybody. You're just being an asshole. Number 29, you should never have this haircut or this haircut. I don't know what it is about some of y'all, but some of y'all thinking that shit look good. It does not look good at all. And finally, number 30, do not be trying to have sex in the bathroom at school. I will personally come whoop your ass if you try to do that nasty ass shit.